Hi there and welcome to my latest tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these lovely granny squares that combine a wagon wheel pattern in the center with the block granny stitch. As you can see, I've done several of these in blue and gold, alternating the colors in different ways to show how interesting the effect is when you change color at certain places. I'm thinking about putting these up on my eBay page for sale. So what we're going to need is regular worsted weight yarn, and I'm going to be using a 5mm hook, and of course a pair of scissors, as well as a yarn needle to sew in the ends. So what I'm going to do, go ahead and take a look. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this particular square with this color in the center, and then the blue, and then the gold or the taupe around here, and then another round of blue. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let me go ahead and grab my yarn, grab my taupe yarn. Let me get my sample out of the way. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and make a slip stitch, and make a slip knot, I should say, my apologies, and put that on your crochet hook. Now go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now insert the hook into the first chain that you made, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through the loop on the hook. Make a slip stitch to join so you have a little ring just like that. Now chain 3, 2, and 3. And now you're going to want to make a series of double crochet stitches into the ring. So go ahead and yarn over, insert the hook through the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop. You will have 3 loops on your hook, the one that's on the top of the chain 3, as well as these 2 loops right here. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now you'll have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you've completed the second double crochet. I say the second because the chain 3 at the beginning counts as 1 double crochet. Let's do another one. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this means we now have 4 double crochets made. What we're going to do, we're going to make a total of 16, and that's counting the chain 3. So we've done 3 here plus the chain. Keep going until you have 16 double crochets on the hook. Okay, so I now have 16 double crochets, including the chain 3. Remember, that counts as the first one. And now what I'm going to do, go ahead and pull on the tail a little bit and pull that circle closed in the middle. Just give it a gentle tug. And then you're going to find the top stitch on the chain 3 that began this round. Go ahead and insert your hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through, and then pull it through the loop on your hook. So you've made a slip stitch and joined and formed a little circle. This is exactly what you want. So now the next step is to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now what you're going to do is, if you take a look at these little V's going around the edge of your circle, You're going to make 1 double crochet in each V and a chain 1, like so. Yarn over, insert the hook into the top of the following stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. And what this is doing, I'll show you on this piece here. This is now creating these little spokes of the wagon wheel that are going around the center. So you want to do that again. Yarn over, insert the hook into the following stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1. Okay. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, into the very top of the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. And you're going to want to do this in every stitch all the way around the circle. Okay, now I have made all 16 of these little spokes going all the way around the circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this chain right here and count up 3 stitches, insert the hook into the 3rd chain stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through to make a slip stitch. And this part of the circle is now complete. We can cut this color and stop and change color. So I went ahead and cut the yarn off camera. I'm going to finish it off here, pull that right through. And now I'm going to switch over to my dark blue. So I'm going to take my blue yarn and I'm going to attach it to the circle. Just insert the hook between any 2 of these spokes right through like that. I just go ahead and lay the yarn right over the hook like this. And I do leave quite a bit of a tail so I can sew it in securely later. Go ahead and pull that through like that. I'm going to make a slip stitch with the working yarn that's connected to the skein, just like this. Just pull it right through. And in order to make it nice and secure, I'm going to take the tail, which is right here, I'm going to pass it between the hook and the working yarn. Now I'm going to take my working yarn and chain 3. I can sew that tail in later. Now what I'm going to do is, let me show you what we're doing on this piece right here. I'm going to start by making this corner right there. That's how we're going to start. So what we need to do, you can hold the yarn on the back and crochet over this tail and it'll help keep it secure. So go ahead and make 2 double crochets into this chain 1 space. There's the first one. There's the second one. Now you're going to want to chain 1. Did I chain 1 or 2 on the originals? I chained 2. Yay, learn something new every day. Sometimes I do the pattern differently, so that's why I need to check myself. I need to check myself before I wreck myself. So I'm going to do 3 more double crochets, okay, into the same chain 1 space. Okay, and then I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to skip over the next 2 spokes down here, these 2 double crochet stitches. I can let the tail go. And I'm going to work 3 double crochet stitches into the next chain 1 space. So there's the first one. Here's the second one. Here's the third one, and we're going to chain 1. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to jump over the next 2 spokes, and into the next chain 1 space, I'm going to work another corner exactly the same as what we did over here. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. There we go. There's our 3 double crochets. Now we're going to do a chain 2, okay? Need to pull a little bit more blue yarn. Okay. Into the same chain 1 space, work 3 more double crochets. Chain 1. Now we jump over the next 2 double crochets of this row down here. In the following chain 1 space, make 3 double crochets and a chain 1. There we go. That's exactly what that should look like. Jump over the next 2 double crochets in the previous round. Into the following chain 1 space, you're going to make 3 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So you basically are going to form a corner. Just like this. Chain 2. Slide this over, give myself a little extra space. By the way, let's take a look at our work so far. See? And we're going to do 3 more double crochets into that chain 1 space to form this corner. Now, chain 1, we're going to jump over the next 2 double crochets in the row below, and in the chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets and a chain 1. Chain 1. Let me get this tail out of the way here. There we go. We are almost there. We're getting very close. Jump over the next 2 double crochets into the following chain 1 space. You work a corner, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. I'm going to need a little more yarn from my blue roll here. Let's go ahead and finish up this corner. Chain 2. There we go. I'm going to slide that over, give it a little extra space. 3 more double crochets into the chain 1 space. Chain 1. We're going to jump over the next 2 double crochets and into this chain 1 space, work 3 double crochets and chain 1. Then we get to join in order to complete this round. There's our 3 double crochets, chain 1. Let me just make sure this is adjusted well and everything looks good before I complete the round. Yep, everything looks right. So I'm going to go and I'm going to connect this to the top of the chain 3. At the top, just insert the hook, yarn over, pull the yarn through, pull it through the loop that's on the hook, and now we have this much of the square completed. Now we're going to go ahead and cut the blue yarn and go back to the taupe. So let me go ahead and finish this off. Okay. I'm going to set the blue yarn to the side, grab my taupe yarn. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a typical granny square round for the next round. What I do is I'm going to join in a corner. I'm just going to lay the yarn over, pull it through. I'm going to work a slip stitch. Now this is how I do this. This is a little different. While your yarn is just like this, insert the hook through, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through those 2 loops, and you've made a single crochet. That's what you want to do. I'm going to put the tail to the back so it doesn't interfere. Now, chain 3. Okay. In the same chain 2 space, work a single crochet. Insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. And that's what it should look like. Chain 3. Okay. You're going to jump over these blue double crochets down here. In the chain 1 space, simply work a single crochet. Just like that. Chain 3. Okay. And hide the tail underneath the stitch here. Go ahead and work a single crochet in the following chain 1 space, right? And chain 3. Easy peasy. This is what is creating a different project I'm working on, this round here. So we're going to come to a corner next. Let me get this tail straightened out. So go ahead and work a single crochet in the chain 2 corner right there, chain 3. You can slide this over if you need some extra room, and work another single crochet into the same corner right there, and chain 3. So what you're going to want to do at this point is, in the corners, you single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. Coming down the sides, all you do is chain 3, single crochet to join, chain 3, single crochet to join, chain 3, single crochet to join, then you work your corner. I'm going to go ahead and finish this round and come right back. Now I've just about completed this round with my taupe yarn. As you can see, I have 2 single crochets in the corner, and there's a chain 3 there. And then along the sides, it's just chain 3, single crochet in the chain 1 spaces, chain 3, single crochet, and then back around to the corner where you single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and you continue on around exactly like that. You can see in the corners where the corners get 2 single crochet stitches. So make sure that as you're doing it, you're just checking yourself and you're putting the 2 single crochet stitches into the corners only. Whereas when you're coming down the side, it's just 1 single crochet here and 1 here. So there you go. Now, this is how I finish off this particular round. I'm going to go ahead and slide my hook underneath the chain 3, and I'm going to pull the yarn through and work a slip stitch, and I'm going to cut the yarn and start on the next round. I'm going to do that with blue. Now, if you like this particular, the way this looks now, you could stop here and make a whole bunch of V squares right here like this. And there is a way to join with these chain 3s to make it look braided. I may very well. I do have a video on my channel on how to do that, but I may make a new one. But this does look pretty cute on its own, but let's go ahead and use the blue yarn at this point. And we're going to do the traditional granny square round with this particular round. So what I'm going to do, pick a corner, any corner, slide the hook underneath the chain 3, and I'm going to just lay the yarn over the hook like that, pull it through, I'm going to take the working yarn and I'm going to work a slip stitch to make sure it's secure. And this is, once again, this is how I just secure the yarn. I pass the tail between the hook and the working yarn, and then I chain 3. I will keep it from sliding out while I'm working on the project. So now I need to build a corner, just like down here, what we see in blue. So go ahead and make 2 double crochets into the chain 3 space here. Chain 2, okay, because you're turning a corner. And into the same chain 3 space, work 3 more double crochet stitches. I don't want to grab the tail. I've done that before by mistake. That never works out well. Okay, good. Chain 1, and what you're going to do from here on out is along the sides where you see these chain 3s, you work 3 double crochets and a chain 1, just like what is here. When you get to the corner, you do the same as shown here. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And down this side, you work your 3 double crochet stitches followed by a chain 1. I'm going to go ahead and finish this round and come back at the end. Go ahead and, I think I may run into a technical issue. Finish that off. Set the hook up there. And there we have a lovely granny square that we can make into an afghan.